There was a time that I almost blew myself up, and it was the scariest moment of my life, and it changed how I did everything moving forward when it comes to fuel related appliances such as furnaces and boilers and whatnot. So many years ago, in my early days of being a technician, I was sent out on a service call, and the service call was for a pool heater. And this is one of those pool heaters where the customer had a nice big pool in the backyard, and the pool heater was inside of a little shed. And I was there because it wasn't working. So when I got there, I go inside this little shed and I start looking to see what's happening. So I'm in there in front of this boiler. And what you have to understand is two parts about this story is, first, it was a propane boiler. And propane tends to be heavier than natural gas, and it can basically migrate around a low surface area, whereas natural gas, when it's released, it kind of dissipates into the air and floats. So what was happening with this propane heater, pool heater, is it was not lighting. So I sent it through a sequence of operation like I normally do. And pool heaters are like boilers, so they have a much higher BTU rate than a water heater or a furnace. So I started it up and it starts spewing out the gas, and then I expected the ignition to go, and it wasn't igniting. It had a delayed ignition, and because it accumulated too much propane in the chamber, it literally was like a ball of like yellow flames coming back at me. It was so powerful that the whole shed that I was in, it went whoo, and it just vibrated. Like the whole shed and everything made like a huge sound. The owner was sitting on his pool deck. He heard it. He came running over to see what happened. My face had no hair. Now, I didn't have a beard at that time, but I had eyebrows and I had a mustache, and it was basically gone. And the luckiest thing that I did was that I had my finger very close to the power switch. And so when that flame came out, I was actually able to trigger that switch, and that's what stopped the gas immediately. So the ball of flame, even though it was pretty big, and it stopped. And that was pretty much the scariest moment in my life, because it could have been a much bigger ball of flame. It could have, delayed ignitions can be very dangerous. I've seen a few with even gas furnaces. So just wanted to share with you the scariest moment of my life. Luckily, my hair obviously all grew back, and yeah, I did have some burns, but the funny thing was they weren't severe, because it was like more of a flash, and then that was it. Did the singeing, that's it. But it wasn't too long after that I was in my supplier, and this one technician came in, and he had a very similar experience, but he got it worse. I guess he didn't have his hand on the switch, and his face, he had basically still white bandages. And I asked him what happened, and sure enough, propane. So I'm not a big fan of propane. If you have to get propane, then so be it. But luckily in the GTA and these areas, you pretty much never need to have propane. Everything's natural gas. And for the few people that still have oil, well, a lot of them are getting rid of it anyways. But anyways, just want to share with you my scariest moment that I've ever had. I'm JC, the HVAC Veteran, and if you've had any instances like this, or like something dangerous that's happened to you in the HVAC industry or in your home, I'd love to hear some feedback. Go ahead and put it in the comments. And who knows, it might save somebody in the future from making the same mistake. Until my next video, I'll see you later.